Well met, stranger. Akira, but isn't this district a fine place? I am not one meant to venture far from the gullet. Until recently, I had a respectable job at the Luminous Bathhouse.
Akira, a most respectable establishment, I say.
Now that I am unemployed, I seek to make myself useful before the money runs out, and I must return to the Roparu as a pauper. More happens at the bathhouse than cleanliness and ease. It is a place of meetings, business, and transactions, to all of which the attendants are either blind or deaf. One day, I overheard more than I ought to have. In my erring, I gasped. To my great shame, I showed a most unprofessional reaction before clients. I was fired, and rightly so. A wonderful place. Would that I could cross its threshold again and feel the mist of luminous waters. In spite of my time there, I cannot do else but give it my highest recommendation. You will find the Luminous Bathhouse in Periki's Overlook. The Queen granted this area of the city to the Valian outsiders. Here they organize their business and trade, digging up the archipelago with both hands and carrying riches overseas. In her welcoming embrace, the Queen allowed a similar concession to the Royal Deadfire Company. You would do well to see as much of Nekataka while you are here, I am thinking.
Awfully kind of her to parcel out the city like that.
Merla, how is everything? Taken. I only deal with serious clients. Now, shoo. Ak, done. You are dismissed. Madiko. But it is impossible to find skilled work when every competent freelancer wastes their shore leave in the wild mare. When blood travels south of their brains, the value of a good bounty is forgotten. Ugh, but I blame Luminous Adra. Our privateers are busy escorting shipments out of the Deadfire. Everyone is rich, no one is hungry. Where are the Casitas willing to sink their enemies for a bag of pyres, huh? Drunk on success. I do not make a habit of shepherding new talent, but there is a seed of potential. will cut your teeth on Biakara, a Huana sailor and would-be patriot who plagues company ships. Gilade! Biakara sails her voyager's scale of Tangaloa off of Hasongo's northeastern coast.
I don't have a voice for shanties these days. Too much salt in the air.
Что там происходит?
Богдан пляшет.
Так.
Вот так. Не, он приседает, он стоит и приседает попой. Так забавно. Он так хорошо пружинит, такой прям бутуз.
Ну, он толстый.
Ну да. Я прям мечтаю о толстеньком ребеночке. Я не знаю, чем я накормить своим детей.
А Богдан старше нашего или младший?
Тебе все так. Может даже больше. Может даже больше.
Ну да, мне 17 лет, наверное. Больше. Не, ну он может ростом и такой же, но он толстый.
Ну там у него скрининги мамы связаны.
Ну я тоже был худой, когда был маленький.
Я прям толстый.
Больше в меня пошел. Он и родился как я тоже, 2800 или там что-то типа того.
Do you enjoy a coin, my friend? Can you lift a sword?
Where in the places is that old
Hail
man?
and welcome to the Wild Mare, friend. Hey, Fishboy, what I tell you last time? You're not allowed in here.
Kara, have we met?
Oh, have you forgotten our little altercation so soon? How convenient for you. Last you were here, you got drunk as a hagfish in a barrel of mead.
Kara, at least one of us is amused.
Then, when I refused to serve you any longer, you stole a bottle of my finest wine from behind the bar.
If that was his finest, I say it was charity.
You drank it all, then clambered onto the stage, pushed the dancer off, and serenaded the crowd with a sloppy rendition of My Wahaki.
Clamber? These legs do not clamber. Apologize.
Then, when I shoved you out the door and told you not to come back, you tried to kiss me. Frankly, I'm surprised someone hasn't killed you yet. You see anything you like, you let me know.
my friends. I knew our paths would cross eventually. Not yet, but I know that we will be fast friends. Tell me, you are the one who sails that fine ship, Huck? Terrorize the docks with spirits, Huck? I am Aboko, and I am positioned to offer... I have opportunities for... 1,000 times I practice my speech. Merda. Never did it go this poorly. I am supposed to be in the business of giving bounties, but I know no one who hunts them. No one will unfurl their sail for my humble payments. But I must start from the bottom and work my way to the top, Huck. You will take the job? You will take the job. Agrasima. Something special for my first hunter, then. I will start you on Mariel, the mad animancer. She tortures her victims with unspeakable treatments before casting what's left to Berath's will. My contact saw her leaving Port Maje and heading west of Maje Island. Agrasima, you have but to ask.
Have you seen an old elf hanging around here lately? Dressed as funny, probably drunker than an eel in a barrel of mead. You have? Where? Don't try to fool me. I was just down by the docks and he wasn't there. Listen, the guy I'm looking for owes me a lot of money. 5,000 coppers. You help me find him, and I'll give you 20%.
Что ты? А? О чем? О чем? А.
The drunk old goat I was pestering you about, Oswald. Like the credulous fool I am, I gave him a loan and he ran off before paying me back. I can't thank you enough. No one's been willing to so much as tell me the date until you came along. The man I'm looking for, Oswald, was especially fond of one of the courtesans upstairs, Analis. Maybe you can get more out of her than I can. She refuses to speak to me, snippy little cur. She wasn't receptive to my particular charms. Let's see you do better. Maybe you can get more out of her than I can. She refuses to speak to me, snippy little cur. What do you want to know? I was hoping you wouldn't ask me that. But hey, what the hell? I'm one of the countless minor nobles that litter the Deerwooden countryside. You know Admeth Hadrit, hero of the War of Defiance? He's my great whatever. See, this is why I don't like to tell people about it. They get all weird, like you right now, being weird. The man's a family friend. Has been for, well, must be 4 generations now. The perk of being an elf, eh?
У меня музыка играет, я хорошо слышал.
Ну и слава богу, тебе повезло.
I'm one of the countless minor nobles that litter the Deerwooden country. When people find out, they start doing weird shit. Calling me lady, opening doors for me, buying me drinks. Really, the title is a mockery. It means nothing to me. It's my fault, really. I should have known better than to believe that damned old drunk knew what he was doing.
Мне налить надо.
Man's a wizard. You understand, and a tinkerer. He convinced himself and me he could, with enough luminous audra, create it. Must have been a crock of shit, because one day he up and ran without a word of explanation or apology. I thought I knew him better than that.
Ahoy, Captain. If I could bend your ear a moment, I'll be aiming to thank you for bringing me aboard. You run a tight shop, and you ain't no terrible person, neither. It'd be a welcome change from the gentleman of leisure. I've a gift for you. This trinket be from one of the first ships I hunted. Malnage would have snatched it had I not found a perfect hiding spot. I know were I to tell you that, you mightn't want it no more. Just a jest, Cap. Nay, I tucked it away in my beard. Didn't wear braids back then, so my hair caught about everything from feather. Malnage shook me down for plunder after each raid. I figured out she wouldn't go nowhere near my beard. Said my face were like a sword fetish. Don't rightly know for sure, Cap. Thought at first she wanted me. Lasses be that way sometimes. Treat given she tried to get me killed twice within our first fortnight together. I thought mayhap she were in deepest love. Didn't fancy her in the least. But a man has needs. I figured at the time that she were as wet as any other lass. Figured I'd give her a whisper about what we might get down to in the old. Her answer were an unequivocal no, made with a sharpness. Might have been the closest I've ever been to death. You be entirely welcome. Now, if you'll pardon me, I've roundabout reached my limit for sentiment.
You say I cannot down the rest? Watch me, amico. Madico, it is no wonder I thirst. Ado, why do you stare? Grassima, even in the oasis I am parched. If you grant wishes, there is a vacancy on my ship.
Yet another reminder that not every seaworthy vessel be crewed up to the standards of the sorcerer.
Then may the Lady of Lament speed you along.
Mother Ngati hears your prayers, even from this enchanted realm.
Ah, there's room for the fish as well. The fun ran dry with the coin. When the dancers see more than an empty purse, I will be a content Randor. Merla, and he hired muscles. Sientere, but you are too late to collect. A gang in the northern alley stole every coin. I cannot hire a crew, much less repay Zamar. If they wanted Zamar to thirst for coin, it is possible. Botsers will regret it when I turn my cannons to their mast.
Those the cannons you be waiting for Zamar to cast you? Because I'd be seeing more holes in that plan than in any Principe mast's future or no.
They caught me unawares in the alley north of the Wild Mare. Do not fall for the same trap. When you got their leader, tell them Radora sent you.
Радора. Что делаешь?
I've been dreaming about a priest that died, then rose again.
А?
What do you think that means? I see him walking Aora.
Чего?
Nothing but bones, lit by the flames of his
Что
soul.
делаешь? А затем? Пошли. Смотри. Вперед, ребята!
You find us in a time of mourning. My brother, Laro. There can be no peace while civilized kith turn on each other.
Someone's feeling bold to prey on a captain in Queen's berth. Matters being what they are, Medora's commission is yours, if you can afford it. That'll be the Iron Thunderer. A cannon well deserved of her name. Maybe she doesn't stand up to Rawatai standards, but she's got heart.
Same could be said of the Wahaki tribe, and look what happened to them.
For 1,000 pyres, she'll crack a hull, scour a sail, or splinter a deck like an imp with something to prove. But your friend's mouth has raised the price by 500. More's the pity. Come back when you do.
Welcome back. Looking for anything specific?
You return. Can I...
welcome to my shop. It's such a pleasure. How might I assist you? Certainly, certainly. It would be my pleasure. Of course, it's mostly books and knickknacks. Maps I do on commission, you see. How might I assist you? Oh, I am a cartographer. I make maps. I'm not half bad at it either. And may the gods forgive my immodesty for saying so. If you need a map of any settled region of the Deadfire, I am your man. And my commission rates are quite generous. It used to be I would take to the sea and do a bit of charting myself. But I haven't the time. Too many maps need making. A shame, too. There's a whole swath of the Deadfire I've yet to see. I'm quite keen to write a book, in fact. Oh, but I won't trouble you about that. Excuse my nattering on, won't you? You think so? He is a magnificent beast, isn't he? He's been a bit low lately. Between you and me, I think he's heartsick for the sea. I'm putting together an explorer's account of the Deadfire. Or at least the part of it Queen Onekaza's tribe has laid claim to. My book will be the first of its kind. The Explorers Club will go mad for it. Or, well, that was the idea. It's a fiercely dangerous enterprise, in point of fact. You'd think ship captains would be a bold-hearted bunch. I offered fair recompense. I'm not exactly the most powerful fighter, or I do it all myself. Still, wouldn't it be wonderful? An explorer's guide to the Deadfire. Someday. Do you mean it? This is... Wow! I can't thank you enough. It's a lot of ground, I mean water to cover, and some of these islands are in very dangerous waters. Don't worry, I planned it all out. We'll get your feet wet first. With a little experience under your belt, I'm sure you'll get a taste for it. Nothing will stop us. I mean, you. The idea is to explore all the islands that haven't been charted yet, or even named. That falls to you, Anika. You can't tell me you've never wanted to name your own island? I thought we could start with the waters around the company outpost at Port Maggi. There are 2 islands in the region, and nobody's taken much notice of them yet. Once you're back, I'll start filling in my map and adding your findings to the book. Oh, this will be wonderful.
of spring, sun of the world, thou givest me life and purpose.
Please, I must ask a favor. What say? Do you have business with the Valian Trading Company? My people are the Dwape. We signed a contract with the company. We were not understanding the terms at the time.
Too many big words for you, friend? Next time, hire an advocate.
I wish to, what say, renegotiate. But the clerks turned me away. My father, the Runga, took payment from the company. In exchange, they dig for Audra. He did not understand the Valian way. When he dies, the Outlanders will claim our island for themselves.
A cruel practice, I say. They call us savages.
Ngati's chosen speaks the wisdom of his mother. Father has fallen ill, and the clerk, Luca, stands by the agreement as surely as if it was stamped in his skin. I made my appeals to Luca, but my words were as stones dropped down the deepest well. While I am barred from the company office, I can do nothing for my people. Akira, my thanks. I will remain here by day until justice is done.
Это в Италии работают, собираются или в Донбасс смотрят?
Ну, у них там вроде как пик эпидемии прошел.
В Италии, да? А у нас какой-то ужас.
У нас только начинается. Да потому что, блядь, эти богатеи ебаные дома не сидят, блядь. Катаются хуй пойми где, блядь, вместо того, чтобы дома сидеть. Потому что... Как Ксюша Собчак сказала, нищебродам деньги давать нельзя, а то они будут есть. И мы будем на них... А? Да, и мы будем, поэтому деньги нужны нам, для того, чтобы ездить за границу и там заражаться всякой херней, блядь. Ага, блядь. А то, блядь, дома не сидится.
Ну, твоя мама рассказывала, что у бабкина, по-моему, был день рождения, там забрался весь бомонд. Как раз когда началась самоизоляция.
Yeah.
И они, короче, или перед этим. И они, короче, она там отписывала и говорила, вот я такая позитивная, меня ни один коронавирус не возьмет.
Если
они там все перезаражались.
Естественно.
Большая часть. А там уже много пожилых у нас звезд, у нас там все за 70. Бабкины 70 лет и другие там всякие. Я уже забыла имена. Они, короче, там загремели все по этому коронавирусу. А бабкина вообще в кому что ли ввели.
Да хер с ней бабкина. Я ж про что и говорю, что эти богатеи, блядь, они только вот и не знают, что, блядь, всякую заразу, блядь, тащить в страну, блядь. От них вот единственное, блядь, что от них можно, блядь, ожидать. Да это не смешно, оно так и есть.
Вот это смешно.
Ну да. Вот видишь. Угу.
Показывали какого-то этого богатея, типа, он приехал откуда-то, он переписал на карантине, надоело свою машину поехал. Менты его остановили. Да, и все, я в больницу ехал.
А надо было, блядь, пальнуть в него, нахуй, из пулемета, блядь, и по его машине ебанул вместе с ним, блядь. И все, и во враг вон скинуть, блядь. И, глядишь бы, зато сколько бы народу сразу бы не заразилось бы. Одним дебилом стало бы меньше, никто бы, я думаю, и не поплакал бы. Ну, разве что только мама.
Merla, if you are not on the schedule, you are here to waste my time.
Ладно, с Лукой я потом разберусь, когда авторитет компании у меня будет.
Real quiet now.
If you'd like some refreshments, you can find them in the sitting room, just to the right of the main doors. Nice and slow.
Corsi, you have business here? Keep the all clear, please. This is a place of business.
Will do.
Sure.
A knight's foot's in an heavy bullet, I cap.
It's still going on, is it? It's been raving ever since they moved in next door. Imagine them as neighbors.
It's a point of pride, I suppose, having the bigger house in the district.
Pride? I wouldn't count on either of them having much of that in stock. Something we can help you with, madame?
Have you been walking through Queensberth with your eyes closed? Or have you simply failed to notice the trouble between the Bardato and Valera families?
You did? Oh, stop it! No, don't stop there. Tell us more. We've been cooped up in this office all day, and the only intrigue to be had is what precious little goes by our windows.
Oh, how grisly. But we have to tell the others before they learn of it. Thank you, and goodbye.
Yes. You are in luck. The governor is between me.
The Watcher. From the palace, yes? You made quite the impression on the Cantanegesi. He went on. I am Nueva Alvari, Governor in residence of the Valiant Trading Company here in Nekataka. What brings you to my door? Generous of him. I am a little surprised he gave you up, to be honest. His operations on Port Maget must be going more smoothly than reported. How much do you know about the luminous Adra trade? Ugh, he does love a good speech, Ikosi. Some weeks ago, we received word of a large quantity of luminous Adra on a distant island. Pukokahara. It is not charted on any of our maps. However, Pukokahara is said to neighbor the island of Tikawara, and we've already made contact with the natives there. We dispatched an expedition to Tikawara with instructions to locate the Adra site and determine its value. Our people have neither returned nor sent any word on their progress. We are too long delayed, and someone must finish the job. A watcher can determine if there is essence in the Adra, if it is worth the trouble and investment to remove it. Information for which we are willing to pay. Not much, unfortunately. A few superstitions among the locals, but they're unusually tight-lipped about the subject. Gelade, I will mark Tikawara on your map. We have had no real trouble with the villagers in the past, but I always recommend caution. This will be of some use to you, I think. It entitles you to act as a commissioned agent of the Valiant Trading Company. Present it and you will be recognized as such. Until then, I believe we're finished. Return here once you have word of our agents and our prize. Oh, and take care upon the open sea.
Это же хореша выпроводили.
I got it.
Just a moment. There we are. So, did Alvari send you? I'm putting together the numbers. She will have to be patient. Well, you're no clerk. Sientere, Watcher. I was preoccupied. Do not take it personally. Advisor, did you get turned around? I have little to do with people, to be honest. Numbers, mostly. What can I do for you today, Watcher? I will not lie. Our fortunes dwindle. I must ask the director for some clarity on these figures. I cannot imagine why they are so low. I can spare a few moments. While the Songreta is away, Cantaniro is the company's highest authority on the island, but he mainly concerns himself with diplomatic affairs. For the usual business, you want the director.
Метнусь в мертвый свет, он ночью. Пиллерс. Вот такая игра. Ну ты чё, вот. Чё ты жалуешься? А что делать? Да в глаз смотреть? Это всё фигня. Это тоже. что это фигня? Ты сама можешь это сделать. Ну все, отдыхай тогда. А мне спать хочешь. Ну, приставай ко мне.
Sure.
I've got it.
Thank you.
Да я вот думаю, спать или не спать. Что-то не происходит. Видишь, а это нет.
Он так не спал же. Ну и когда у тебя сон уже? Кто не спит?
Ты будешь завтра смотреть «Холостяк»?
Еще как.
Но не вместе. Да я потому что не буду его смотреть. Что он делает? А? Как в море выйдут? А так тебе весело охуеть, да?
You crack the spine of the old book, revealing blackened pages of dense, illegible text. Suddenly, the page widens to eclipse the world. Something stirs. An old woman steps forward.
I'm so glad that my Watcher. Before you draw your weapon, know that these proceedings are under a banner of peace. If this was a trap, it would have... While Bareth whispers in one ear and Aethys shouts in the other, I thought you could use a more seasoned perspective to drown out the noise. Don't you find it unusual how open and accessible my siblings have made themselves? After millennia of subdued whispers, Now they practically scream their intentions. And isn't it strange how we never bicker unless a mortal is watching? If we still possessed our glorious titans, my siblings and I would have put an end to Aethys and his rampage by now. While we are powerless to stop him, some of my kin wish to observe how mortals respond to this threat. They think it will shine a light on the value of our patronage. Have we raised you well enough to be self-sufficient? Or must we return to Eora and impose some corrective measures? A cross-section of society has converged on the Deadfire. Some of my kin are of an opinion that we are meant to judge mortals on the basis of their performance. While the rest of us have already made up our minds on the matter. Judge for yourself. But I think you'll find my intentions are more straightforward than you think. When we ascended to godhood, we did so to provide for a savage people. Our goal was to craft a society whose values were made to last. Perhaps even a society that had no need of us. A naive fallacy, but one that inspired my optimistic, misguided kin. How you and your allies counter this threat will demonstrate whether you are competent enough to guide your own destinies, or if we need to revise our strategy. The soft-hearted among us are counting on you to win this existential wager. No doubt, Aethys shares their sympathies. I do not. We exist to rule over mortals. So now you know the truth. I assume you have questions. Whether knowingly or unintentionally, you seem to find yourself on the vanguard of change. Mortals like you come but once in a lifetime. Some would react poorly if I stripped mortals of their freedom without giving them a chance to plead their case. You have the honor of standing tall as their advocate. Before I return to Eora and assume my position as your deserving tyrant, you have this opportunity to prove me wrong. To demonstrate whether or not mortals are responsible enough to claim their future. You speak as if you do. Mortals have precious little time to decide for themselves. Will they stand together as one, or swallow their pride and bend? I have every confidence that you will disappoint us. Once my position is upheld, the undecided among the gods will embrace my claim. The wheel is our shared responsibility, and each of us serves it in our own fashion. I am the axle upon which the gods balance their power. Aethys keeps the wheel in motion. He was our promise to mortals that time and labor would yield a deserving reward on the next turning of the cycle. At the height of our power, we recognized the potential of the soul. We knew that it could be bound, split apart, diverted like a river, and hammered together. Hammering was trivial. Those of us who agreed with the Apotheosis Project, and many who did not, submitted to a violent and horrible erasure of our individuality. After the dust settled, we adopted the forms of beings from Aeora's most prevalent myths. There were other faiths and legends, but we labored to strike their names from history. Speak, Watcher. Prove it or disprove it, yes. I never agreed to this arrangement, but if your example demonstrates mortal ineptitude, as I trust it will, then an assertive minority of gods believe that your choices will prove the value of their wild optimism. As if mortal collaboration and ingenuity are endorsements of our leadership. Then there are those of us who know better, who are not so easily convinced. Kith are vulnerable, unless they submit to the destiny we chart for them. Thinking otherwise can only breed dissent and chaos. Nothing you've done has tarnished it utterly beyond repair. You may congratulate yourself on that much. It was an ambitious plan, our utopia. Perhaps too ambitious. We ascended to power, responding to a need inadequately satisfied. Assuming these roles gave us the authority to mold Aeora over time, to influence you and lay the groundwork for a society yet to come. On the outset of the plan, some believed that mortals would outgrow us, as if that was a favorable outcome. To me, our eternal pantheon was always a critical. Aethys was one of those who supported mortals, while I have always been their most vocal critic. A valid, self-defeating question, and one which I posed often. We assumed that they, whoever they were, would reveal themselves to us. Rational government would rule in our stead, leaving churches vacant. Thanks to Aethys, we're pulling the dough from the oven before it's had a chance to fully rise. You unfortunate bastards never had the chance to prove me wrong. Opposition can take many forms. If a church embraces and weaponizes my doctrine, that is very different from me rampaging as a titan. Aethys is not known for subtlety. Twice now, he has contaminated the purity of our experiment, and done so with extravagant displays that undermine our authority. His approach was sophisticated, indirect. I owe you no explanations on the matter. Besides, you are not worthy to speak his name. I am the counterpoint to the soft-hearted. It makes no difference if mortals pass some arbitrary test. Regardless of my feelings, the timing of this crisis forces us to accelerate our schedule. Final judgment comes sooner than any of us would prefer. If our pantheon found that mortals had cultivated a perfect, lawful system to maturity, I would not voice a word in protest. I would merely stand aside and await the inevitable collapse. Mortals need us. I know this as well as I know myself. Even a lawful and responsible society would be poised to collapse as long as its architects and strongest adherents were mortal. Any satisfaction that my siblings derived from their little experiment would be short-lived, and it would fall to me to clean up after their mess. Make no mistake, Watcher. In this, I cannot be proven wrong. You've learned much already. Only yes, I think you...
Worika nods stiffly. You feel her presence drift as a breeze, rustling as it...
Captain Parfitos never said a hard word as we sail